All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 first and foremost, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth, Lord willing, would be of that number. I'm your brother Tabal Yakonah coming at you with a quick lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. Just going to get into America and why we equate America to Babylon. A couple of precepts and then I'm out. Try to make this short. This is Revelation 17 and verse 1. It's entitled The Judgment of the Great Whore. All right. It says, and there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials. And vials are judgments. All right. It says, and talked with me. Who was that? That's John on the Isle of Patmos, receiving visions. He was banished there, the salt mine. Isle of Patmos is a salt mine. He was banished there as a punishment by the Romans. I believe that's by Domitian. And he's receiving visions, by way of an angel. And this is why the book of Revelation is called Revelation, meaning back, and veil meaning, or velation meaning veil. So it's a compound word meaning to take back the veil or the covering, to open up certain mysteries of the world, especially in these latter times and in these latter days. What the scriptures say, that the Lord revealeth his secrets unto his prophets, unto the prophets. All right. And this is a book that, one of many other books that was, because the Bible is a collection of books, but the seals were opened at a certain time, meaning the understanding of certain mysteries, in the Bible were revealed to a certain group of men so that they could put the truth out into the world and reveal this devil so that he can receive the judgment that he deserves. All right, so according to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is that wicked? It's Esau, Edom. And how does he control the earth? He controls it through his beast system, which is a revival of the Roman Empire. When you go to let's see. When you go to Revelation 13 and 11, it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And that beast is the revival of the Roman Empire. All right. This beast system, this current beast system, which is led by America, Babylon the Great. All right. Those two horns, like a lamb, goes into its bipartisan government, which that in ancient times was the Flavians and the patricians, but now they're the Democrats and the Republicans. All right. It says he spake as a dragon. That's going into his draconian laws. Well, first it says he had two horns like a lamb. That lamb meaning that he was disguised as peace. But then he spake as a dragon. All right. So in these latter times, we're seeing that dragon speak, through You see Trump signing all these executive orders, pushing all of this confusion and fear into the earth. All right. And right now, a lot of it is kind of, it's a little bluffy. But what this devil is going to be able to do is he's basically going to be able to, he's going to be able to pick and choose when he can implement some of these things, man. Because sometimes you hear about certain things that this devil does, and when you kind of look at it, I mean, if you have like a personal, if you're involved in some of these types of things, if you're closely related to some of these the effects of some of these executive orders, the Doge and stuff like that, you'd be like, man, I didn't see none of that happening. Ain't nobody fired or nothing, But the spirit is still there, So it's almost like when this devil is really giving himself, through the spirit and power of the Lord. Of course, the Lord controls Shaitan. He controls everything. But this devil is kind of like he's like giving himself, setting himself up for total control, man. To where he can just be like, point a finger and be like, shit get done. Judgment happens. He doesn't have to go through all of this bureaucracy and red tape. So what the Revelation 12:12 says, that the devil knoweth that he hath but a short time, says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. A short time to do what? To implement that NWO that we see, the plans of, advertised on the back of the dollar. Novos Ordo Seclorum. All right. So, it goes into that new world order, man. His digital world that he wants to implement, and eventually he wants to chip up everybody. Revelation 13 and 16 to verse 17. He wants to chip up everybody. Basically, make them complete slaves. Okay, so Salaki, I kind of got on a rant, but I'm going to go back to Revelation 17 and talk about the judgment of that great harlot, which is America, Babylon the Great. Right? It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Right? And that, the complete judgment goes into the next chapter, Revelation, the 18th chapter, of which we'll be delivered out of. Lord willing, we be at that number. The elect's going to be delivered out of. If you go to Revelation, the 18th chapter, in the 4th verse, it speaks about that. Come out of her, my people. Quickly paraphrasing. That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right, but then, so in order to figure out who that great whore, or one precept that can point you to the direction that this whore is America, is that if you go to Revelation 17 chapter and the 15th verse, it says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Right? It says where the whore sitteth. Man. So the whore is sitting on these waters, basically is resting, controlling, It says the waters are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So it's just a whole conglomerate of nations and peoples. And what does that bring to mind? You know, what nation does that bring to mind, or what city does that mean you bring to mind? We say city because you know the scriptures speak of this place, America, Babylon the Great, as a great city. But anyways, it brings to mind America, which is referred to as a great melting pot. All right. So that place in the Middle East, Babylon, ancient Babylon, or the Babylonian Empire of old in the Middle East, in the Levant region, which is current day Iraq, doesn't contain a multitude of nations and tongues and peoples. There's only one, maybe two nations there. That's the Ishmaelites and the Elamites, the so-called Arabs and the so-called Indians, East Indians. All right. And I believe mostly it's Ishmael. But so this whore that sitteth upon many nations and multitudes, sit upon peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, can't be that nation, man. Just according to that script alone. All right. Also, if you go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 19, it says, excuse me. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So it's making a correlation between Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. We know when we go to Revelation, what's that?